episode of My Other Voice. So recently someone asked me if my book, Pulse, a practical framework for AI augmented instructional design, covers effort estimation when we are using AI. Well, the direct answer is no, it does not. The book actually focuses on giving you a structured way to work with AI more effectively. And the emphasis is more on designing meaningful and impactful learning experiences by integrating AI into the process and not just using it to accelerate the output. But I think it is worth reflecting on the effort estimation, which derives the cost and billing, which is very critical for any project. But the very idea of estimating implies that it is not exact. There will always be uncertainty. So you will begin with the plan, but the reality of execution rarely follows it cleanly. Sometimes requirements will evolve, review may take longer time than expected. Sometimes the alignment may shift as more stakeholders get involved. And when you're working in a distributed or a vendor-driven setup, things start to change by the time it is delivered. But understand that the deadlines always tend to be fixed. So the adjustment happens within the process. We rework approaches, we build in buffers, we move forward despite all the change requests, but there are still uncertainty. Now, with AI entering the workflow, tasks are faster. Content drafting, ideation, parts of media creation have simply accelerated, and turnaround expectations are shortening. But this does not mean we can simply slash effort or cost. The time saved in one part of the process often gets redistributed into refining the outputs, validating the quality, aligning with stakeholders, and iterating on an AI generated content. At the same time, cost cannot be directly calculated with the effort. We need to understand the usage-based pricing which has come up with AI. Earlier, cost was tied to people and tools, which were mostly fixed or predictable. But now, AI tools are subscription-based, and it incorporates a usage-based component. If you see the language models, cost is mostly linked to something called as tokens. So the amount of input and output directly influences what you pay. So you cannot just simply estimate based on the effort. It involves understanding the cost of generating, iterating, and refining the output also. A small change in prompt or a level of detail can simply significantly impact the cost. So estimation has to be evolved. We now have to have a balancing system by which human effort, the system behavior, and cost all is together calculated. You have to understand, with AI, productivity gains are real. But productivity alone is not transformation. Transformation happens when we rethink how we design learning, how we personalize it, how we measure effectiveness, and how we continuously improve it. This is where the 5 principles of Pulse are positioned. The book offers you a way to navigate this shift more intentionally, keeping the focus on designing thoughtfully rather than simply working faster. Hope to see you all next episode. Thank you.